Hey, good morning, everybody. Live again from beautiful, sunny Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I hope everybody is starting off their new year in a positive, prosperous, productive way. And so, I wanted to come on and go over a few things that are going to disprove the eggheads, the economists, all the dinosaur media in the economy, that we have a strong economy. You know, a lot of times on Facebook, the things that would make my page kind of stand out is that you don't hear a lot of this stuff that I bring up. Or if you do hear it, you're being completely lied to by the prostitute media. So I wanted to get on and just go over a few things. So the problem is that most of the people who practice economics, they're Keynesians. Okay, they don't believe in free market, Adam Smith capitalism. They don't believe in Austrian economics. Okay, all right. They believe that the consumer is the driver. Actually, it's not the consumer that's the driver of an economy. It's the producers and builders, the people in the factories producing the goods that are in the driver's seat. So I wanted to go over just a few things that we no longer make and just kind of prove or disprove the eggheads and all these so-called economists, people I've gone to school with, people that I used to look up to, and prove it to you. So I'm going to start out with consumer electronics. Okay? Here's an industry that we basically invented. Okay? Consumer electronics. 90% of consumer electronics we now import. Okay? What happened to all those consumer electronic jobs? Remember going to PC Richard & Son or all of these electronic mom and pop shops that used to dot Main Street? They're all gone, right? What about furniture? Don't we all sit on furniture? Don't we lie in a bed? Well, 75% of all furniture imported. Can't we make a table? Can't we make stuff anymore? Toys. This one is really something. So everybody just had Christmas, and the sad part about toys or Christmas is that most of the goods bought are bought with debt, all right? These are people racking up credit cards, destroying future wealth of the next year or future years if they can't pay it off. You know, a lot of these people shouldn't be buying toys, right? They should be saving their money, right? Go make a gift, right? It's not what you buy. That's not what the holiday was about. The holiday was about Christ being born, right? Go create a manger, this sort of thing. Well, you think we could make toys? No. 95% of all toys were imported. 85% come from China alone, okay? So I remember KB Toy Store, Toys R Us. I mean, we had dozens and dozens of different toy factories and Americans building toys. Can't we build a toy? Well, apparently not. So again, strong economies can build toys. Strong economies can build furniture. Strong economies can build consumer electronics. Shoes. Don't you wear shoes? Right? 95% of all shoes are imported. Sneakers, dress shoes, sandals, those ugly Crocs you wear, right? Disgusting. Even the really ugly shoes, 95% are imported. Okay, can't Americans make shoes, right? Bicycles, right? Now, I know we used to make bicycles. Matter of fact, one of my good friends, Tony, had a shop. I don't remember his last name offhand. He had a bike shop in Jersey City. We know the Wright brothers used to have a bicycle shop. So I know we used to make bicycles. 95% are now imported, right? These were American jobs. Look, although Europe basically invented the bicycle, we perfected the manufacturing, okay? And so we built at one time the most bikes, the highest quality of bikes, paid our workers the best salaries on the planet, right? We had a higher standard of living than all other countries out there, right? Well, not anymore. We no longer make bicycles. 95% of all bicycles are imported. Now, I like to go biking, and you know what I did? I ended up, because I didn't want to buy something from Taiwan or China or North Korea, or South Korea, sorry. I ended up buying a bike, a 10-speed that was made in the 70s, and it's an American bicycle. Schwinn, back when Schwinn used to make bicycles in America, right? So, again, 95% of all bicycles are imported. Auto parts, right? Hey, Americans love to drive. I love cars. And a part of this channel is going to be showing off some classic cars. Well, hey, you want to get parts for your cars? 95% are imported. I'm sorry, 70% are imported. Now, during COVID, I had rebuilt my 67 Caddy. I got a 67 DeVille. And I remember how hard it was to get parts because so many of them were made in China and Vietnam and all these places. And I said, I'm not putting that crap in my Caddy, right? I want true GM parts. Well, that costed a fortune to find those parts. I had to buy what they call new old stock, right? But you guys out there not paying attention, 70% of your auto parts imported. Can we make auto parts? You know, think about all the automakers and factories we used to have in America. We had at one time over 100 automakers and part factories. We basically invented the auto industry, okay? Right? Ford with the Model T, everything. You think about it, right? The Industrial Revolution. That's all gone, right? We're like bragging because like we have like a couple of automakers left, right? Barely hanging on. Sporting equipment, 85% of all equipment, sporting equipment is imported. Now I just recently, because I like to go biking, I like to go walking, I play, I like to shoot basketball sometimes, and I just spent $75 for a freaking basketball. You know, I should have probably found a used one. You know, I mean, look, can't we make a basketball? Can't we make baseballs? You know, we pay these players hundreds of millions of dollars, and we're importing their equipment, right? Complete nonsense. Jewelry and watches, right? I love jewelry. I'm a big gold and silver bug, right? Jewelry and watches, 85% imported. Can't we, you know, create this stuff at home, right? They don't allow mining anymore in this country. It's so hard to go out and mine, right? With all the regulations and taxations. Well, that's all gone. Pharmaceuticals, 80% of pharmaceuticals are imported. Don't you go to CVS, right? Don't you go to Walgreens, right? I grew up where you had local guys or pharmacists, right? The local guy, Tim's Pharmacy or Stephen's Pharmacy or something like this. Well, the multinational corporations took over. The real drug dealers is CVS and Walgreens, right? And guess what? They're not buying American pharmaceuticals, right? They're getting them from overseas. Now, again, why was Trump elected in 2016? Because he recognized that we don't make anything anymore. His whole platform was, hey, we're going to bring those jobs back, right? And so what did Trump do? He started putting tariffs on other countries, right? He put most of them on China. He put some on Mexico, right? Well, I'm going to disprove why tariffs do not work, right? Our founders, understood the tariff is a tax, okay? So China doesn't pay the tax, you pay the tax. So when Trump became president, the trade deficit was $502 billion, okay? As of 2024, September, so the last 3 months are not counted, okay? It's $950 billion, okay? All right, we're talking a 45% increase, okay? Those are manufacturing jobs that are gone. Think of all the stores that are gone, okay? Due to this economy, right? You think about all the going out of businesses, right? Big Lots, Cons, all of these businesses, right? Now, maybe you don't shop there, you don't care, right? There were clerk jobs, cash register jobs, people to ship the goods, right? You have all sorts of investors, right? The banks, right? They're loaning them the money, okay? Why were these companies able to survive, okay, for 20, 30, 40 years? Because we had a stronger economy, right? People are tapped, right? So we are on borrowed prosperity. And hey, Amy, good to see you. Hey, Anthony, good to see you. And let me mind you, what did Biden do? Biden added more tariffs. He didn't take them away, right? So again, you pay the tax, okay? This policy did not bring back the jobs, okay? All it did was make Americans more unproductive, okay? Because what happened was, instead of taxing you honestly, the government taxed you dishonestly with inflation. So, and then Biden did not take away the Trump tax cuts, right? Those are still there. So everybody complaining, hey, I'm paying too much in taxes. Well, guess what? Those are still there, right? And so we're headed for big economic damages, and it's because of the Keynesians who have been telling you, keep borrowing money, keep spending, don't stop. I remember with the 07-08 crash, what did Bush say? George Bush didn't say, and Obama did not say, hey, listen, we need to retool and save our money, right? Become more productive. No, they told you go out and go buy a car, right? You just lost your house and your savings, right? They just towed your dog away, right? But what did they do? They told you go buy a car. I'm old enough to remember that when your parents walked into a bank, okay, they used to encourage savings, right? They would say, hey, they'd get the kid a little piggy bank. Hey, why don't you open up a savings bond or something for the kid, right? Those are gone. Now, you walk in, it's all loans. Hey, we can loan you money. Hey, we'll get your credit card, a bank card, or whatever, right? Because again, the entire economy is built on debt. It's not built on production, savings, retooling the economy. So, again, a strong economy can build consumer electronics. A strong economy can build furniture. A strong economy can build toys. A strong economy can build shoes, bicycles, auto parts, sporting equipment, jewelry, pharmaceuticals, right? We used to make all of this stuff. And why can't we now? Because government is too damn big, okay? Americans have been lured into the idea that we can have all this government, okay? We can have the largest government on the planet, pretend to be capitalist, right? Bail out their corporate masters every time there's a downturn, create tons of inflation, get rid of sound money, sound economic principles, and nothing's going to happen, right? Nothing's going to break, okay? Well, guess what? It's broken, okay? And the politicians in D.C., how did they respond? How did they just respond? They spent more money. Because their whole base model, the Keynesian economics, is based on juicing the economy, giving it, spiking the punch bowl, right? Right? The politicians are spiking the punch bowl. The Federal Reserve is constantly spiking the punch bowl, right? We don't have a capitalist society, okay? We have a Keynesian society. We have a socialist economy, right? How many people are we paying to sit home, right? Look, I went for a walk yesterday. Now, the holidays, I think, are over for most people, right? If you're in the working class, right? You're back to work. A lot of people work right through the holiday, right? But the holidays are over. I'm walking. I must have walked yesterday. I clocked it a little under 10 miles yesterday. It was beautiful outside. So I wanted to get out there and see what was going on. And the boardwalk was full of people. But they were people, you know, they should have been working, right? They should have been working. But instead, what are they doing, right? They're out having vacation or doing whatever else, right? Again, government can print more money, but government can't print more stuff, right? Americans are used to living well above their means. Everything's on credit. Everything's on loan, right? We're on borrowed prosperity, okay? And so that's why we can't handle normalizing interest rates. That's why, you know, anything happens with the economy, we can't handle it, right? What's the first thing the government and the Fed has to do? They got to stimulate, right? And right now I've been saying we're in a manufacturing recession for the past year, maybe even 18 months, right? Because we keep getting these fake numbers, job numbers, manufacturing numbers, right? Think about it, right? When I travel across the country, and I like to take the train sometimes, I mean, red and blue states, okay, let's just be clear about this, including my state. I could go across the state, and I'm about to go back across. There are hundreds and thousands of empty factories that used to be with productive citizens, okay? Every state has those cancer holes within them, those dead cities, right? Those dead towns, right? Why? Why did they disappear? We can blame China, we can blame South Korea, we can blame Japan, but the truth is it's our politicians, it's the people that keep getting voted in, that keep selling you out, right? It's the corporate masters, the energy masters, Wall Street, right? They're getting rich, you're getting poorer, right? Your nominal wealth might have gone up, but your purchasing power has gone down, right? I said at some point we're going to see poor millionaires like you do in Zimbabwe. We're seeing it now. I know people with over $1 million in net worth, and they're living, I mean, they're living poor. Why? Because they're hocked up to their neck in debt, right? Again, a lot of these people, they think, oh, you know, let me buy a car this big SUV I can't afford and don't need. How many people you know buy pickup trucks? They don't even use them for work, right? They're used for driving around, right? They're used for like, you know, they're used like we used to. I remember, like, used to buy a nice Buick or a Cadillac or an Oldsmobile, right? And it was to take your girl out, and, you know, it was like luxury. Those days are gone. Now it's like, oh, I'm going to buy a Ford pickup truck. And say, you know, it's like the whole thing. I remember when pickup trucks used to put a ladder in the back and go to work, right? You put the tape measure, tool belt, screws, nails, whatever, right? That's all gone, right? We don't even make that stuff anymore. Most of those trucks come in now from Mexico, and the parts come from overseas, okay? So our productive capacity is gone. So, look, I wanted to jump on and share some of this with you guys. I appreciate it. Love you guys. God loves you guys. And I'm going to talk about the things that we don't make anymore in my next broadcast. I hope you guys come to join me, and leave comments in the description. I will, if you guys have any topics you guys want to go over regarding the economy or whatever, let me know. I definitely hope that we have educated everybody on why I just disproved the eggheads and economists and the dinosaur media, probably within 30 minutes, and I'll keep disproving them. And please take care of your family, take care of yourself, be smart, and I love you, I love America, and I'll see you on the next one.